Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is another Led Zeppelin Friday, and of course this week we are doing all beginner style video things. This is of course, if you haven't heard about it yet, because I keep blabbing about it, my guitar course, the Rock and Roll Boot Camp, which is a beginner style guitar course. It is available this week until Sunday, so time is kind of winding down. You can snag it for 45% off if you want to. Okay, now this is of course the solo to Black Dog. Now this is the beginning section of it. I remember I always heard it and it always sounded really complicated. Like I didn't know what Jimmy was doing, you know, especially when I was a beginner. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of guitar layers happening. And it wasn't until later that I figured out, I'm like, oh my God, he's just using his A major pentatonic scale. So if you have the Rock and Roll Boot Camp, you know, and you're not sure like where these notes are coming from, check out that A major pentatonic section that's in the course. So there you have it. Now, obviously with this one, the speed is going to be the challenge, but the actual notes that are being played, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. Like I said, it's all A major pentatonic, which is, you know, one of Page's just kind of like favorite things to have over that minor. You know, and he's over here playing major over kind of like a more minor-y, you know, riff. Very, very Page thing to do, you know, always infusing that major sound into the minor. And basically what we have here is, it starts like this. The first one might not start on an open. You can hear like a guitar building. It's kind of hard to hear. But I'm going to go ahead and start with an open. So you're going to go open A string. Now you go from 2 and you slide up to 4. So if you don't know your box 1, you know, ish A major pentatonic, basically all the notes are out of that and out of box 2. So with this one, start with an open string, 2 slide up to 4 on the low. So what happens is you jump down to the D string now, and you're going to go 2 to 4 again, but like I said, on the D. Okay? Okay, so you have that part. Now here you're going to go to 2 on the G, 4 on the D, and back to 2 on the G. So a little bit more of a, you know, string crossing section here. So we have, okay. Oh, sorry. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky because we have to do a slide up and also a string skip. And what I'm talking about is a, sorry, right there. So that I use my ring and middle finger. Okay, now that's probably one of the trickier moves out of this whole thing. So once you get to that part, so you have that, now you're going to go to 4 on the G and slide all the way up to 6. Okay, now what happens next is you're going to play 5 on the high E string with your middle finger. So you're jumping from the G to the high E. So that's that little transition I was talking about. Like I said, it can be a little bit tricky. But it's a really cool sound. You hear Page do it all over the place. I can't think of the song right now. What's the one? Can't think of the song. Someone tell me in there as well, because he goes. But anyways, Page uses this kind of stuff a lot. Dancing Days? No, I can't think of the song. Anyways, so here we have this so far. Now what's really cool is Page repeats this, but what I noticed is kind of hard to do here is he immediately plays the open A string. So this is more of a timing challenge. So we have boom, as soon as you hit that, get headed towards that low E string because it's very quick. If you listen to it, and you can hear it's a very like pronounced open A string. So it almost sounds like the open A note is sitting there for like two beats of it. So basically, okay. So as soon as you get to that, you got to be headed to that open A string. Now he repeats everything again. So after the open A, so do it one more time. So we did it 3 times, and he goes. Now here he's basically kind of doing like this bluesy thing. So you're going to bend 5 on the G, up a full step, basically to the same note that you're already playing on the 3rd fret. So same note. So you're going to bend that 5 up, and then you go to 3 on the B. Yeah, making sure it was a full step bend. Now, what you do is you walk down the scale here. You're going to go 5, 4, 2 on the G, so a little 3-note section. Then you go to 4 on the D, and then 2 hammer on 4. Back on the G. Nice little melodic section to kind of throw into a little bit more of a crazy kind of like not a whole lot of melody to it. And there's a classic Page being all cool. So that's another little bit of a challenging section, but it's not that hard to get. You don't have to use your pinky if you don't want to. I think transitioning back, that would just get my fingers all confused, so I end up using my pointer, middle, and ring finger. So altogether slow, it'd go like this. Now, like I said, a couple of important parts there, like I said before, is how quickly you have to hit that open low A string. Low A string, it's just an A string. But also how quickly this lick happens. It happens immediately. So that transition is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So like I said, I think the most challenging part of this whole thing is the speed and how quickly the changes happen, but I don't think that it's out of reach from a beginner, or at least to make it a very good exercise. This is one that you're going to have to work on. I'm not really into just giving the solos that are so easy you don't have to challenge yourself. So this one will be a challenge, but it's also not that bad at the same time, when you really break down what's happening. And it'll just give you a nice little way of navigating, because you could take the same idea, obviously it's going to be a little bit different if you move it to minor, but you could still do... You can see how you could easily use this pattern in your minor pentatonic. Just move it up. Boom, right into a Page solo if you want to. So there you guys have it. I hope you got the let out and all that good stuff. That is all linked down below, tabs, all that good stuff. Check out the Rock and Roll Boot Camp while it's here if you want to. Like I said, it probably won't be back until probably June or July is what I'm thinking next. So other than that, guys, I will see you all later. Have a good rest of your weekend, and just have a good day. So bye, guys. Whoop. Here's a little bit of rhythm for you if you want to jam your way out of here.